Okay, numero dos. Friend of God. Okay, this is a very, very simple song, so I don't usually throw too much, like whatever fanciness into this one. Um, so basically, just break this down. It's really simple. Every verse and every time it always starts off with "Who am I that you are mindful of me?" Okay, every time that the verse starts and rolls around, you just kill everything and just hit it with the hi hat. Okay, so I'll play through and then after what I play through, I'll explain what I did, why I did it, whatever. So. And then right there, you go into the chorus. So, okay, one thing you should start practicing if you like really want to play drums. I don't know how serious you are about the drums, but I imagine you do everything pretty wholeheartedly when you do something like me. So, I like every little tidbit of info I can get. One of the coolest things and the one thing that really helps me out is, like I was saying, is dynamics are huge. Or like with everything, with rolls, just playing a beat, whatever. So one practice, like little whatever that I would start doing is practicing accenting my like certain hits. So I'll just get some drumsticks and sit down on it doesn't matter, pillow, couch, your leg, it doesn't matter. And just practice. Bring it a lot down here. Okay. And just get your 16th notes going. And just get them going, not too loud, just really chill. And then practice accenting some, just hitting one harder than another. And then swap hands. And then because then the variations are crazy, so. You know what I'm saying? So with that is what I am doing on the hi-hat during the verse, is I'm just 4 on the floor, and I'm not hitting the snare I'm just hitting the snare on, hold on, let me see. Yeah, I'm just hitting the snare on the 4 of the count. The 4 and the 8 of every 8 count. So all I'm doing is I'm just chilling on the hi-hat, just accenting different notes, just whatever. But for simplistics, you can just sit there and just count it off and just pop it on the 4. So you just. True that you were thinking. That's all that is. And then chorus is just real simple. Is you just build it up go into the chorus, and then you just 4 on the floor, rock it out. I'm a friend of God, because it's just a good driving beat. So that's pretty much that whole song. The only thing is when it drops down into the God Almighty. Okay, normally I don't just kill it when the bridge hits, because just the mindset of it's a fast song, so I don't want to kill it completely. I want to kind of attempt to keep it upbeat but chill and soft at the same time. So what I do is once I get to the bridge, like the first half of the bridge, I just kick on 2 and 4. So you drop into the thing, and I'll show you. 1, 2, 3. and then what I do next, the second time around, I then kind of hit some toms, go into that, and then the second time around, I'm 4 on the floor, and just toms, using the toms and hitting the snare on the 4 again. So the second time around will be. And then the third time, you just build it up and just go buck wild. You just. Okie dokie. Happy Day. But Happy Day. Again, it's very simple. It's just Kathleen was telling me that you were saying that, you know, as far as this idea of different beats for like verse, chorus, and bridge, that's exactly what you want, because the song, that's like the 3 parts of the song, so you don't want whereas I prefer to not give each part that same thing, because then almost kind of runs it all together, you know. And so it's all different parts, but then also your dynamics are going to play a huge part in all that. Usually what I do, I mean the whole song really, you can just play 4 on the floor, or you can do that, just the other simple beat that. Just do it with, you know, the tempo of the actual song. But the thing I'll show you is the second time when the second verse comes around. I don't know. It's just I got it from other people that did it. You know, Tim Hughes and Fee and all of them have redone the song do it. But it also makes sense why they do it that way, because in the second verse, you know, like with what the words are saying, you know that instead of just dropping the regular beat or whatever, you're just going to take what hand you'd be hitting on the hi-hat, and you're just going to move it to the floor tom. So it just gives it that dum, dum, dum. So the second verse starts, and it goes like this. That's all there is to that one. That's all you're doing is you're just riding the floor tom instead of the hi-hat. As far as the bridge goes, something I like to do is, you know, the first time the bridge, it's just kind of you don't really do anything, just hit the cymbals on like, oh yes day, blah blah blah. The second bridge, when it rolls around the second time, I usually go to the toms, and I just keep on beat, except I only hit the snare on the 4 and the 8 of every count. So it'll go like this. And that's all there is to that, really. So that's pretty much Happy Day. It's a very simple song, so there's really nothing to that one. But no Reason to Hide, when Kathleen first gave me the song, was Satan, as far as I was concerned. I hated this song because it was incredibly hard. Very technical and very weird beats and crazy whatever, because everything's in triplet phrasing. So No Reason to Hide, the whole intro thing, that sounds crazy. It's really not complicated at all. The easiest way that I can tell you to do it is just keep 4 on the floor with the time, and then this is how it goes. Now all I'm doing there is I'm keeping 4 on the floor, and so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And so you're going to hit the snare again on the 2, the 4, the 6, or the 8 every time. The snare is consistent. Now what's happening with the toms is he's going so the toms are going to be hit on the offbeat of the kick. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So when you're hitting that kick, like just to practice it this way, with offbeat as far as kick goes, if you want to hit stuff in between on the offbeat of like a 4 on the floor kick pattern or something, you set your foot down. When you kick, when you raise your foot back up, that is the offbeat. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. When you raise your foot back up, you hit in between. You hit on, which is the offbeat. So you know your foot is off the pedal. So you're gonna hit in between on that. So yeah, so that's, I mean, it sounds difficult, but that's really all there is to that. That's all there is to that. And then as far as when it in the verse, when it does the chorus, is weird for that one because the kick pattern's really weird. But when you get rocking, you know, and it goes whoa, and you crash in, you're just staying constant on the cymbal. But then the kick pattern is so you've got to that, but whatever hand you're hitting the hi-hat or the ride or the cymbal or whatever, that hand stays constant. That's all there is to that. And then it goes into the part when it's coming, like a little, like, where it'd be like a instrumental thing coming out of the chorus back into the verse. You're doing that kick pattern, except this time you're hitting the cymbal with that kick pattern. So the kick and the cymbal hand are at that point then going to be simultaneous. They're going to be right parallel with each other. So you go from that's that, yeah, and then that's what I was just doing. That's the verse 2 or whatever, is you're just. Now how you can really like emphasize triplets to, you know, just get it in your head. When you're doing just 16th roll, whatever, you're going to emphasize triplet, 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 triplet. So triplet phrasing or whatever is just 3 hits in like a count. So between 1 and 2, there's 3 hits. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's basically, so to keep it in your head, the count is just say triplet. Triplet, 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 triplet. Okay? And so you're going to be doing that on the hi-hat. And then you're going to end up hitting with your left hand. Yeah, so that's pretty much all.